Master Krevash floated gracefully in the center of the Galactic Combat Academy's most prestigious training hall, her 4 arms weaving through the ancient patterns of Zephyrian blade dance with fluid precision. The technique had taken her species' 300 standard cycles to perfect, each movement a meditation passed down through 40 generations of warrior philosophers. "Observe carefully," she instructed the mixed class of young aliens, her voice carrying the weight of centuries of tradition. "The flowing river stance requires perfect harmony between mind, body, and energy field. Even the most gifted students need decades to—" "Excuse me, Master," interrupted a deep voice from the back of the chamber. Krevash's concentration wavered as she turned toward the source, a bipedal creature from the newly contacted world the Galactic Council had classified as a Class XI Deathworld. The human, Marcus Chun, raised what appeared to be a primitive appendage. "Yes, Deathworlder Chun," she replied, using the formal designation for beings from impossibly hostile environments. "I think I've got it. Can I try?" The chamber fell silent. Several students' breathing apparatus made nervous clicking sounds. The Alterian Exchange student scale shifted to a pale blue indicating shock. "Deathworlder Chun," Krevash said slowly, "the flowing river stance is not merely physical movement. It requires attunement to quantum fluctuations, meditation on the 17 pillars of inner balance, and—" "Right, yeah, I saw all that," Marcus interrupted, standing up. "The way you're moving your arms, you're following the microgravity currents in the room, using them to amplify the strikes while minimizing energy expenditure. And that footwork is designed to work with variable gravity fields, isn't it?" Krevash's 4 eyes blinked in sequence, a sign of deep confusion among her people. Those are advanced concepts typically understood only after. "Can I just show you what I picked up?" Before she could respond, Marcus moved to the center of the training area. His form was awkward at first, too rigid, too forceful for the elegant technique. But as he began the sequence, something remarkable happened. Where Krevash flowed like water, Marcus moved like controlled lightning. His bipedal anatomy shouldn't have been able to replicate the forearm patterns, yet he adapted instantaneously, using his torso rotation to compensate for missing limbs. His movements carried a raw power that made the traditional technique somehow more devastating. "Impossible," whispered TYX9, the Academy's senior instructor, who had materialized at the chamber's entrance. "He's not just copying it, he's improving it." Marcus completed the sequence and turned back to Krevash. "The stance works great for your physiology, but humans have this thing called core strength. If I modify the center of balance like this—" He demonstrated a variation that compressed the technique's 7-minute form into 30 seconds of explosive movement. "By the eternal winds," Krevash breathed. "That modification would take our masters years to develop and test safely." "Oh, this is safe," Marcus assured her cheerfully. "I've been in bar fights more dangerous than this. Speaking of which, do you have anything more challenging? This seems pretty basic compared to mixed martial arts back home." TYX9's translator struggled with several concepts from that sentence. "Mixed martial arts? Yeah, we take combat techniques from all over our world and smash them together. Works great. What else you got?" 2 hours later, Marcus had absorbed and modified the Sacred Mantis Strike Proxima B, the Voidwalker's silent step from the gas giants of Kepler 442, and the legendary Quantum Fist technique that had taken the warrior monks of Rigel Prime 8 centuries to perfect. Each time, he approached it like a puzzle to solve rather than a sacred art to revere. Each time, he somehow made it more practical, more efficient, more terrifying. "Instructor TYX9, Krevash whispered as they watched Marcus casually demonstrate a modified stellar wind kick that had just accidentally carved a furrow in the reinforced training floor. "Perhaps we should reconsider our classification system. You mean upgrading Earth from Class XI Deathworld? I mean, Krivash said quietly, perhaps we should consider that the Deathworld didn't make him dangerous. Perhaps being dangerous is what let his species survive the Deathworld. Marcus, overhearing, grinned with an expression that made several students' fight-or-flight responses activate simultaneously. So what's next? You mentioned something about starship combat techniques?